How's it going, everyone? My name's Fomas Power. Welcome back to Rabbit Hole Reacts. We're back with another most amazing top 10. This is part 2 to top 10 scariest sounds ever recorded. It's not a terribly long one, but there's a couple of them. So, next time we'll have to do part 3, I think. Let's go.
Oh, we're back with another scary video. That's still not scary. Don't know why I do that, but hopefully this video is, because we're back with more scary sounds here on Most Amazing Top 10. My name's Danny Burke, and you guys seem to absolutely love our part 1 right up here. And by love, I mean you got like really creeped out, but who doesn't love that once in a while? I do, I know you do, and that's why we are back with the top 10 scariest sounds ever recorded, part 2. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Kicking things off at number 10, we have howler monkeys. Just picture yourself for a moment, guys,
Oh,
lying in the dark, alone in the Amazon
these little bastards are terrifying.
rainforest. You've heard stories of the howler monkeys who call out in the middle of the night, and as you're lying there in silence, you hear this. This morning when I woke up, I wasn't scared of howler monkeys. Yeah, it's funny how things change. Moving on to number 9, we have the nuclear alarm siren. Now, the siren you're about to hear is ready to play all over the world in a whole bunch of different countries. It's a sound that governments will use to tell their people, to tell you guys, that a nuclear attack will be happening within the next few minutes and to try and find shelter before the bomb drops. Of course, the sad reality is that for a lot of people, they probably won't be able to find adequate shelter in time, and this chilling noise will be the last thing they ever hear. Ooh, did they have to make it so scary? They could have just done any noise. Why does it have to be that one? It's just scary. They knew that. All right, next up.
Yeah, if that happened here, where I live, I'll be reaching through a bottle of whiskey and just waiting. Because there's nowhere nearby that would be remotely safe. I'd be screwed.
Number 8, we have the Max Headroom incident. On the 22nd of November
Oh, yeah.
1987, a man dressed as a television character, Max Headroom, managed to interrupt the broadcast of a TV station to show possibly one of the strangest sights I've ever seen. And it's made extra creepy by the noise. Yeah. That went on for about 90 seconds, and to this day, nobody knows who it was, how they did it, or why they did it. And frankly, I'm kind of happy not knowing.
Yeah.
Coming in number 7, we have the Weepy Voice Killer.
Don't talk, just listen.
Paul Stefani was a serial killer
Yeah.
who killed 4 women between 1980 and 1982. He became known as the Weepy Voice Killer because after some of the murders, he would call the police in hysterics and start with, "Don't talk, just listen."
Fire emergency.
Please don't talk, just listen.
He was eventually caught and sentenced to 40 years in prison, but died there in 1998.
I'm gonna kill myself to get a laptop. I'll try not to kill anybody else.
Very scary stuff. All right, coming in at number 6 now, we have the Lost Cosmonaut. During the space race between the Soviet Union and the US, both countries were very secretive about their space missions, and there were countless cover-ups or disasters that were never mentioned to the public. In 1961, 2 Italian brothers were using radio equipment to listen in on one of the Soviet missions, but what they heard chilled them to the bone. It appeared to be the sound of a female cosmonaut in distress as she re-entered the atmosphere. 3 days later, the Soviet news agency said there had been a failed re-entry of a satellite into the atmosphere, but they never acknowledged that this incident ever took place or that the woman even existed. But as you can tell from those distressing sounds, she definitely did. Moving on to number 5, we have the
Oh, snap.
UV-76 radio station. Somewhere in Russia, there is a radio station that broadcasts a buzzing tone 25 times a minute, all day, every day, and it was first noticed in the 1970s. Sometimes the buzzer stops and a voice in Russian transmits numbers and codes, but nobody has figured out exactly what's going on. Now, I could show you guys many audio clips over the past 40 years, but one really creepy one that stuck with me is where a woman's scream can be heard underneath the never-ending buzzer. Next up at number 4, we have Area
That's got to be
51
Soviet or
Frantic
something.
Caller. In 1997, Art Bell received a phone call on his radio station from a distressed man who claimed he worked at the top secret Area 51 site, where many UFO stories originate from.
They are not what they claim to be.
Now what you're about to hear is some of his call before the entire radio station was mysteriously shut down mid-call.
The few that are left will be more easily controllable.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
Real? Maybe. I think that guy sounds legitimately terrified for his life, and why did the radio station get just shut down right after that? I don't know.
Yeah, that is
scary
weird.
for sure. Alright, moving on to number 3, we have the WKCR incident. In 1995, someone hijacked the WKCR radio station in New York. At first, the song Warped, then otherworldly sounds started, and eventually, a female voice began quickly reading out the names of people who had died during the 1980s. Those names included the likes of Barry Valentino, who was killed in a terrorist attack flying over Scotland, and Frank Oppenheimer, known as the father of the atomic bomb. Now, some people have doubted its authenticity,
Yeah, I'm right.
but either way, it's a creepy sound nonetheless. Coming at number 2, we have the Night Stalker. This is the story of a rapist and murderer in East Sacramento during the 1970s and 1980s who would call up the homes of his next victims and leave answer phone messages telling them he's going to kill them next. Now, if this clip we're about to play you is scary to hear, imagine if you were the actual next victim. And coming in at number 1, when Hurricane Ike hit Cuba and Texas in 2008, it killed almost 200 people and did $37.5
God, has it
billion
been that long?
worth of damage. There was
Bloody
an
hell.
evacuation order on Galveston Island off the coast of Texas. One weather reporter chose to stay behind, though, and barricaded himself in his hotel. He recorded the sound you're about to hear as Hurricane
Oh, I've
Ike
heard
passed
this one.
right over him. Now, I don't know why it sounds like someone opened the gates of hell, but I don't want to hear it anymore. Well,
Yeah,
guys,
no.
what did you think of those? What was the most creepy?
Alrighty. I know that's a short one, but sometimes it just needs to be short and sweet. I'll link Most Amazing Top 10 down below again. Go check them out. They've got some really good content. I'll link my Twitch down below so you can find me there. Other than that, if you've got something you want me to react to, creepy, scary, funny, whatever it was, whatever it is, comment it down below and I'll check it out. So, that being said, I will see you on the next video.